exposing the hidden dangers in our everyday diet. The world is facing a health crisis. It's a silent epidemic. It's a sugar epidemic. We are drowning in sweetness. Sugar is everywhere, from the obvious culprits like candy and soda, to the hidden dangers lurking in processed foods and even seemingly healthy options. This isn't about a little indulgence, it's about a system designed to keep us hooked. Our bodies are paying the price. Rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease are skyrocketing. These chronic illnesses are not inevitable, they are largely preventable. And at the root of this health crisis lies our addiction to sugar. The food industry knows our weakness for sweet tastes. They exploit it ruthlessly. They pump our foods full of sugar, creating a cycle of cravings and dependence. We are trapped in a web of sugar, its sticky tendrils reaching into every aspect of our lives. But there is hope. People are waking up to the truth about sugar. They are realizing the damage it inflicts on our bodies and our communities. A global movement is building, a groundswell of resistance against the sugar-coated chains that bind us. This is the story of that resistance. It's a story of courage, determination, and the fight for a healthier tomorrow. It's a story about taking back control of our health, our lives, and our future. It's time to break free from the sugar epidemic. It's time to reclaim our health and build a sweeter, healthier world for ourselves and generations to come. The overconsumption of sugar has created a modern-day tyranny, a silent oppressor holding our health hostage. This isn't just about individual choices, it's about a system designed to keep us hooked. Powerful corporations driven by profit have engineered our food environment to make sugar irresistible and unavoidable. They've hijacked our taste buds and our biology, leaving us craving more. This sugar addiction fuels a multi-billion-dollar industry that thrives on our dependence. They spend millions marketing sugary drinks and processed foods, often targeting children and vulnerable populations. These marketing campaigns are slick, persuasive, and incredibly effective. They equate sugar with happiness, with friendship, with a fun-filled life, but the reality is far from sweet. Behind the colorful packaging and catchy slogans lies a bitter truth. Sugar is slowly poisoning us, robbing us of our health, vitality, and longevity. It's time to recognize the true cost of our sugar addiction. It's time to see the strings that control our cravings and the forces that benefit from our dependence. This isn't a battle we can afford to lose. The stakes are too high. Our health, the well-being of future generations, and the very fabric of our society are at risk. But just like any tyranny, the reign of sugar can be overthrown. It will take courage, awareness, and collective action. It will require us to challenge the status quo, to demand better from our food system, and to make healthier choices for ourselves and our families. Ryan Blake, once a celebrated gymnast, had transitioned from the world of competitive sports to the quieter but equally challenging realm of gym ownership. His gym, nestled in the heart of a small town, was more than a place for physical training. It was a community cornerstone. Here, amidst the clanking of weights and the steady rhythm of treadmills, people of all ages and backgrounds came together, drawn by a shared commitment to health and well-being. But beneath this surface of vitality, there was an undercurrent of struggle that Ryan could not ignore. The town, like many others, was caught in the throes of a health crisis, with rising rates of obesity and diabetes linked directly to excessive sugar consumption. As Ryan watched his community suffer, his concern grew. He knew that mere physical training was not enough to combat the insidious spread of these diseases. Driven by a deep-seated passion for wellness, Ryan began to educate himself extensively on nutrition and the impacts of sugar on the body. He transformed his gym into a hub of not only physical but also educational activities, offering seminars and workshops about the dangers of sugar. His approach was not just about lifting weights, but lifting the veil of ignorance that had long obscured the truth about dietary health. Ryan's efforts did not go unnoticed. His gym began to attract more locals, eager to learn how they could reclaim their health. Ryan's role gradually shifted from that of a gym owner to a community leader, a beacon of hope in a fight against an invisible enemy. But it was a personal tragedy that would soon transform his concern into a crusade, marking the beginning of a profound transformation, not just for him, but for the entire town. It was a bright and warm spring morning when tragedy struck. Ryan's niece Emily, a young gymnast who had inherited her uncle's love for the sport, succumbed to complications arising from juvenile diabetes. Her passing was not just a personal loss for Ryan, but a stark, painful emblem of the wider epidemic that had gripped his community. Emily had been vibrant and full of life, her potential cut tragically short by a disease fed by the very substance that pervaded their diets, sugar. The impact of Emily's death reverberated through the community, stirring a mix of grief, anger, and a desperate need for change. For Ryan, it was a pivotal moment. The loss of his niece crystallized his fears and frustrations into a focused resolve. He could no longer stand by as the invisible chains of sugar claimed more lives. It was time to act, time to lead a revolt not just for Emily but for all the young lives at risk in his town and beyond. Fueled by his sorrow and driven by the urgency of the crisis, Ryan began to reach out to other community leaders, healthcare professionals, and anyone who would listen. He shared his personal story and the broader implications of the sugar crisis, compelling his audience with both data and heart-rending personal anecdotes. His message was clear. The time for passive concern had passed. Now was the time for action. As the community rallied around Ryan, a new energy began to permeate the town. Meetings were held, plans were drawn, and what had started as a personal mission was quickly becoming a communal crusade. The seeds of a revolution were sown, not with weapons, but with knowledge, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to change. Section 3. A mission begins. With the town behind him, Ryan took the first official steps towards revolutionizing the community's health. He rebranded his gym as the Gym of Hope, a place where residents would not only work out but also learn about the harmful effects of sugar and the power of a nutritious diet. The gym quickly became the headquarters of the health revolution, a place buzzing with activity, from workout sessions to health workshops. Ryan introduced a series of initiatives aimed at detoxing the town from sugar. He started with sugar-free Sundays, where local restaurants and cafes would offer special menus devoid of added sugars. He organized grocery store tours, showing people how to read labels and spot hidden sugars. His efforts were not about prohibition, but about informed choices and healthier alternatives. The movement began to gain momentum. Local schools joined in, revising their lunch programs to reduce sugar content. Parents attended Ryan's workshops, eager to learn how they could protect their children from the sugar trap. The town's local newspaper started a weekly column written by Ryan where he discussed everything from sugar-free recipes to the latest research on sugar's health impacts. As the Gym of Hope flourished, so did the spirit of the community. What had begun as a ripple in the wake of Emily's death had grown into a wave of change, sweeping through the town with unstoppable force. Ryan Blake, once merely a gym owner, had become a leader of a burgeoning revolution, a symbol of hope and a testament to the power of turning personal loss into collective action for a healthier future. Section 1. Transforming Blake's Gym. Ryan's gym underwent a dramatic transformation, evolving from a simple fitness center into a beacon of wellness and education in the community. The walls, once adorned with posters of muscle-bound athletes, were now covered with informative displays about the effects of sugar on the body and the benefits of a balanced diet. The snack bar was completely revamped, offering a variety of healthy sugar-free alternatives that were both nourishing and delicious. The gym's equipment was updated to accommodate a wider range of fitness levels, ensuring that everyone from beginners to seasoned athletes could find challenges suitable for their capabilities. This inclusivity was key to Ryan's vision. He wanted everyone to feel welcome, to see Blake's Gym as a place where they could take control of their health, regardless of their current fitness level or health status. In addition to physical renovations, Ryan invested in staff training, bringing in experts in nutrition and wellness to ensure that all gym trainers could serve not just as fitness coaches, but as educators and motivators. These trainers were equipped with the knowledge to guide gym members not only through their workouts, but also through their journey towards a healthier lifestyle, free from the clutches of sugar. The gym became a model of what could be achieved when a community rallied together to fight against a common adversary. It was no longer just a place to exercise. It was a sanctuary for those seeking to escape the pervasive influence of sugar and take back their health. Section 2. Recruiting the resistance. As Blake's Gym became a symbol of health and resistance, Ryan's next step was to expand his reach by building a team of dedicated individuals who shared his passion for the cause. He started by forming alliances with local health professionals, dietitians, and educators who could bring their expertise and influence to strengthen the movement. These professionals held workshops and seminars at the gym, providing valuable education on nutrition and health to the community. Ryan also reached out to local schools and businesses, proposing partnerships that would allow him to extend his health education programs beyond the gym. He initiated wellness programs in schools, focusing on educating children about the importance of healthy eating habits from a young age. Businesses were encouraged to support their employees' health by offering memberships at Blake's Gym as part of their benefits packages. The resistance was not just built through formal partnerships. Ryan tapped into the power of social media to spread his message wider. He shared transformation stories of gym members, educational articles, and tips for reducing sugar intake. The online community grew, with people from other towns expressing interest in replicating Ryan's model in their own communities. The collective effort paid off, as more people became aware of the dangers of sugar and were motivated to make changes in their own lives. The resistance was growing, fueled by knowledge and the shared desire for a healthier future. Section 3. The first steps to freedom. The impact of the transformed gym and the growing resistance was tangible. People who had never considered the impact of their diet on their health were now making conscious choices to avoid sugar. Success stories multiplied, with individuals sharing their journeys of overcoming sugar addiction and improving their health, which in turn inspired others to take the first steps towards freedom from sugar. To capitalize on this momentum, Ryan organized the first Freedom from Sugar Festival, a community event that celebrated healthy living and marked the collective achievements of the town's residents. The festival featured cooking demonstrations, fitness challenges, and booths with local vendors selling healthy, sugar-free products. It was a day of education, inspiration, and community bonding, reinforcing the message that a healthier life without sugar was not only possible, but also enjoyable. The festival also served as a platform to launch Sugar-Free Ambassadors, a program where individuals trained under Ryan's guidance to become advocates for sugar-free living in their own circles. These ambassadors were equipped with resources and support to spread the word even further, reaching out to communities beyond the town. The steps taken by Ryan and his community were just the beginning of a longer journey towards health sovereignty. Yet each step was a victory, each small change a defiance against the sugar tyranny that had once seemed invincible. The path to freedom was laid with persistence, education, and the unyielding spirit of a community led by one man's vision to create a healthier tomorrow. Section 1. The Sugar Empire Revealed. The sugar empire, overseen by the rich elite, is not merely a collection of companies but a powerful conglomerate with tentacles stretching into every corner of society. Their influence is vast, controlling not just the production and distribution of sugar but also the very policies that govern its consumption. These elites have perfected the art of disguising their monopoly as a diverse competitive market, with various brands and products that all lead back to their coffers. This empire thrives on opacity. Its dealings and the true extent of its influence are shrouded in secrecy. Through strategic partnerships and ownerships across media, agricultural firms, and even some regulatory bodies, they ensure a steady stream of sugar into every home, promoting it as an indispensable part of daily life. This is not just business, it is a calculated orchestration to maintain dependency and consumption at high levels. The public, largely unaware of the manipulation behind their dietary choices, continues to consume sugar in alarming quantities. This consumption is not by chance but by design. The rich elite's campaigns are meticulously crafted to appeal to emotions, making sugar synonymous with joy, comfort, and even cultural identity. Their narrative is powerful, woven into the fabric of everyday life, making it seemingly inescapable. The revelation of this empire's reach and influence is jarring. It brings into sharp focus the enormity of the challenge that Ryan and his community face. To dismantle such a deeply entrenched system, they must go beyond changing individual habits. They must challenge and change the very structure of power and profit that sustains the sugar tyranny. Section 2. Engineering addiction. The sugar empire's most insidious strategy lies in its scientific manipulation of sugar to maximize addiction. The elite have employed top scientists and nutritionists whose main job is to perfect the bliss point of sugar, the precise amount that makes food and drinks irresistibly appealing. This isn't just about satisfying a sweet tooth. It's about ensuring that once a consumer starts, stopping becomes a Herculean task. This engineered addiction is evident everywhere, from the breakfast cereals marketed to children, to the sodas that are cheaper than water in many parts of the world. These products are not created for nourishment but designed as vehicles for sugar. The health consequences, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, are mere externalities to the elite, acceptable collateral in their pursuit of profit. Moreover, the addiction extends beyond physical cravings. It includes psychological hooks that tie sweet memories and traditions to sugary foods. Holidays, celebrations, and even daily rewards are marketed with sugar at their core, making it culturally ingrained to reach for something sweet in times of both joy and stress. Acknowledging this manipulation is the first step in combating it. Ryan's community education efforts now include sessions on understanding food science and the neurochemistry of sugar addiction. By demystifying the science, they empower individuals to make more informed choices and slowly break the grip of engineered addiction. Section 3. The control over the masses. The rich elite's control over the masses isn't limited to the direct influence of sugar, but also extends through the strategic manipulation of information and societal norms. They've crafted a narrative where opposition to sugar is seen as lifestyle elitism, out of reach for the average person. This narrative is perpetuated through media channels that either outright dismiss the dangers of sugar or frame them as manageable through moderation, a moderation that is never defined or supported with practical advice. Moreover, the elite use economic strategies to maintain control. In many regions, healthier food options are priced significantly higher than sugar-laden alternatives. creating a socio-economic barrier to healthy eating. This economic disparity ensures that sugar remains the default choice for the majority, especially in lower-income areas, further entrenching health inequalities. The sugar enforcers, a more overt arm of the elite's control, monitor compliance with sugar consumption quotas under the guise of maintaining national health standards. They impose penalties on communities and businesses that promote sugar-free lifestyles, framing such efforts as threats to economic stability. Ryan's strategy against this manipulation involves not only promoting awareness and alternative lifestyles, but also building economic models that make healthy choices accessible and affordable. His initiative includes partnering with local farmers to supply fresh produce directly to the community, bypassing traditional markets controlled by the sugar empire. This approach not only challenges the economic grip of the elite, but also strengthens local economies, creating a sustainable model of resistance that can be replicated beyond his community. Section 1. Educating the community. Ryan Blake recognized that knowledge was a powerful weapon against the sugar tyranny. He initiated a comprehensive community education program aimed at deconstructing the myths surrounding sugar and promoting awareness of its health impacts. This program included free seminars, interactive workshops, and distribution of educational materials that detailed the science behind sugar's effects on the body and strategies for reducing its consumption. The seminars were designed to be engaging and accessible, often led by experts in nutrition and health. They covered a variety of topics such as understanding food labels, the hidden sugars in everyday foods, and the metabolic consequences of high sugar intake. These sessions were not just informative, they were eye-openers for many, revealing how deeply ingrained sugar was in their daily lives. Ryan also utilized local media to extend his educational outreach. He participated in radio shows and wrote articles for the local newspaper, discussing the dangers of sugar and highlighting stories of individuals who had successfully cut sugar from their lives. This media presence helped to further lift the veil on sugar's pervasive role in society, reaching those who might not typically attend a health seminar. Moreover, the education program was tailored to be inclusive of all age groups. Special sessions were organized for schools where children learned about healthy eating in a fun and interactive way. By educating the younger generation, Ryan was planting the seeds for a healthier future, free from the clutches of the sugar empire. Section 2, the power of nutrition. Under Ryan's leadership, the community began to embrace the power of nutrition as a fundamental pillar of their resistance against the sugar empire. Ryan and his team introduced a series of initiatives that made healthy, nutritious eating a cornerstone of their strategy. This included setting up community gardens where residents could grow their own fruits and vegetables, ensuring access to fresh, unprocessed foods. The gardens became a community project, fostering not only an alternative to sugar-laden foods, but also a sense of unity and cooperation among the residents. Families shared recipes and techniques for preparing healthy meals, creating a culture of wellness that was grounded in practical day-to-day actions. These community gardens were more than just sources of food, they symbolized a collective reclaiming of health autonomy. To further support nutritional education, Ryan's team organized cooking classes that were open to all community members. These classes focused on preparing meals that were both nutritious and delicious, using ingredients that were low in sugar and high in nutritional value. The classes were incredibly popular, demystifying healthy cooking and showing that nutritious food could be both accessible and enjoyable. Additionally, the nutritional initiatives extended into local schools where cafeteria menus were overhauled to offer healthier, sugar-free options. Ryan's team worked with school administrators and nutritionists to ensure that the meals served were not only healthier but also appealing to children, helping to cultivate healthy habits from a young age. Recognizing the integral role of physical health in combating the effects of sugar, Ryan leveraged his gym, the Gym of Hope, as a center for promoting fitness as a form of resistance. The gym offered a range of classes that were designed to cater to different age groups and fitness levels, ensuring that everyone in the community could participate and benefit from physical activity. The fitness programs were not just about exercise, they were about building a community of resilience. Each class emphasized the importance of supporting one another, sharing successes, and overcoming setbacks together. This communal aspect of fitness made the gym a hub of encouragement and empowerment, where members drew strength not just from their physical gains, but from their shared commitment to a healthier lifestyle. Ryan also introduced specialized programs aimed at those particularly vulnerable to the health impacts of sugar, such as individuals with prediabetes or obesity. These programs combined physical training with nutritional guidance, providing a holistic approach to health that addressed the needs of the whole person. Success stories from these programs were shared widely, serving as powerful testimonials to the benefits of a sugar-free lifestyle. Moreover, the concept of fitness extended beyond the walls of the gym. Ryan organized community fitness events, such as fun runs and health fairs, which included activities for children and families. These events not only promoted physical health, but also reinforced the community's unity and commitment to resisting the sugar empire's grip on their lives. Through these multifaceted approaches, educating the community, emphasizing the power of nutrition, and harnessing fitness as a weapon, Ryan and his team were forging a powerful movement. This movement was not just about countering a diet trend, it was a profound societal shift towards health, empowerment, and freedom from the hidden chains of sugar. In every movement, the strength of unity is often tested by the flames of betrayal, and Ryan's revolution was no exception. As the resistance grew stronger, infiltrators from the rich elite's sugar empire began to weave their way into the fabric of the uprising. Among these was a figure who had been one of Ryan's most trusted allies, a cornerstone of the community's fight against sugar, whose betrayal would come as a shocking blow. This ally, once a fervent advocate for health, had been secretly reporting the movement's strategies and progress to the sugar enforcers. The revelation came when a planned raid on a sugar distribution center, believed to be a secret among the resistance, was ambushed by sugar enforcers. The event laid bare the painful truth. They had a mole in their midst. The community was left reeling, trust shattered, and their morale severely damaged. Ryan, feeling the sting of betrayal yet undeterred, knew that the survival of their cause depended on maintaining unity and trust among his people. The challenge was not only to find the traitor, but to restore the faith within the community that had been so cruelly manipulated. This episode of betrayal forced Ryan to reconsider his approach to recruitment and secrecy, emphasizing a tighter, more secure network. The process of identifying the mole was painstaking and fraught with tension. Accusations flew, friendships were tested, and the very fabric of the community seemed at risk of unraveling. But through this turmoil, Ryan's leadership was pivotal. He steered the group not towards division, but towards a recommitment to their shared goals, reminding them of the stakes they were all fighting for. Following the unsettling revelation of betrayal, there was an urgent need for the resistance to close ranks and fortify their resolve. Ryan spearheaded a series of meetings to address the breach and to strategize on safeguarding the movement against further infiltrations. It was a time for reflection and rebuilding, a period where the foundations of trust had to be relayed with greater care and vigilance. These meetings led to the implementation of new security protocols and a more stringent vetting process for anyone taking on a significant role in the resistance. Ryan also introduced regular unity meetings where members could voice concerns and suggestions openly, thereby fostering transparency and mutual accountability. These changes were essential not just for the practical security of the movement, but also for healing the emotional wounds inflicted by the betrayal. Amidst these structural reforms, Ryan renewed his focus on the movement's core mission, to liberate the community from the clutches of sugar. This renewed focus came with a powerful public campaign, Reclaim Our Health, designed to reignite the community's passion and participation. The campaign showcased success stories, health transformations, and the tangible benefits of a sugar-free lifestyle, reminding everyone why they had joined the fight in the first place. As the resistance regrouped, the sense of betrayal evolved into a stronger, more unified front. The pain of deception became a rallying cry, a reminder of what was at stake and the lengths the sugar empire would go to maintain their control. With renewed vows and a fortified spirit, Ryan and his community stepped into the future, more determined than ever to dismantle the sugar tyranny and reclaim not just their health, but their freedom. Through these trials, the resistance not only survived, but grew stronger, a testament to the resilience and dedication of those fighting for a healthier tomorrow. The resistance, forged in the fires of personal loss, betrayal, and unwavering determination, reached a turning point. Ryan's strategic brilliance, combined with the community's unyielding spirit, culminated in a series of decisive actions that exposed the sugar empire's web of manipulation and control. The Reclaim Our Health campaign, fueled by personal stories of transformation and the undeniable evidence of sugar's harmful effects, resonated far beyond the town's borders. Public sentiment, once manipulated by the elite's propaganda, began to shift dramatically. People from all walks of life, awakened to the truth about sugar's grip on their health and well-being, joined the movement. The groundswell of support emboldened policymakers and regulators who could no longer ignore the growing chorus demanding change. Investigations were launched, revealing the unethical practices, lobbying efforts, and misleading information campaigns orchestrated by the sugar empire. The sugar enforcers, once symbols of the elite's power, found themselves increasingly outnumbered and outmaneuvered. Their attempts to suppress the movement, now backed by overwhelming public support, were met with resistance from unexpected quarters. Law enforcement officers, many of whom had witnessed firsthand the devastating health consequences of sugar addiction in their own communities, began to sympathize with the cause. The walls were closing in on the sugar empire. Their carefully constructed facade of normalcy crumbled under the weight of their own deception. As the truth became irrefutable, their reign of manipulation came to an end. The fall of the sugar elites was not a sudden collapse, but a gradual dismantling, a testament to the power of persistent collective action. With the sugar empire dismantled, a new era dawned, one where health and well-being took center stage. The community, once held captive by the chains of sugar addiction, now stood on the precipice of a healthier future. The Gym of Hope transformed into a symbol of this newfound freedom, a place where the lessons learned during the revolution were shared and celebrated. Community gardens, once a symbol of defiance, flourished, providing fresh, nutritious food and fostering a sense of shared responsibility for health. Schools embraced comprehensive health and nutrition programs, empowering future generations to make informed choices. The revolution, born from adversity, had blossomed into a cultural transformation, a testament to the enduring human spirit's ability to overcome even the most formidable challenges. Ryan Blake, the unassuming gym owner who had sparked this extraordinary movement, became a beacon of inspiration, not just for his community, but for people around the world seeking to break free from the grip of unhealthy food systems. His story served as a powerful reminder that change is possible, that ordinary individuals, united by a common purpose, can achieve extraordinary things. The fight for health and freedom from exploitation continues, but the legacy of the sugar revolution lives on, a shining example of what can be accomplished when people come together to reclaim their health and shape a brighter future for generations to come.